So first, thanks for taking the time to come into the clinic and to have this little powwow, yeah. First, I gotta ask, what are your names? Even though I know your names, the other people don't. So who are you?
John.
John, okay, and what's your name?
James.
Yeah, and my name is?
Dr. Crane.
Yes, excellent. You're good. So we wanted to talk a little bit about chiropractic and kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys fit in the kids category?
Yes.
That's really interesting because so do I. Anyway, so being kids and having, first question I have, right? How long have you guys been experiencing, chiropractic in general? How long have we known each other in the clinic?
A long time. 3 years.
Yeah, years, right? Even, can you remember when you weren't being adjusted at some point? Do you even remember that?
No.
You do? You don't?
I think.
Because I've known you since you were born, right?
Yeah,
and I've known you since you were born. I was there, you're right. I was there when you were born, that's true. And so what's so, what's different about, why do you come to the chiropractic clinic, a structural clinic like ours, like this one is, for treatment? Well, I mean, what do you got?
Well, right now I have, my neck ain't exactly where it should be.
Yeah. How do you know that?
Well, X-ray. I've seen my X-ray pictures, and I've listened to you and some other people talk about how it's kind of moving around.
Well, it's not how it should be, right?
It's not in the right place.
Okay, how did that happen, do you think? If you've been coming here for, all these years and stuff, why is it not fixed?
Well, maybe because I'm not, I bend my back sometimes.
Yeah. Do you have a tendency to like flip four-wheelers and stuff? Whatever. How about sledding incidents?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. How about other things where you're playing sports or something and you land wrong and yeah. And so this is life as normal kids, right? I mean, even as we learn to walk, I mean, have you guys, I mean, James, you're the youngest in the family, yeah? So, but John, you might, and you maybe know other people with kids, even like our young Johannes, right? As they learn to walk, do they ever fall down when they're learning to walk?
Definitely.
All the time, right?
Yeah.
How about learning to ride a bike?
You fall down.
Yeah. How about having fun on a trampoline?
You fall down.
Wow. How about summer fun at being pulled behind the boat in the inner tube? Do you ever have wipeouts?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. And so there are all these things that we do during, life as a kid, right? That we get kind of beat up. And if nobody catches it, well, that turns into be problematic, doesn't it? Okay, so when you beat yourself up or something, what kind of things do you notice? Can you feel it when your body is like when you need an adjustment? Can you feel it?
Yeah.
What does that feel like?
For me, it just feels painful.
Okay.
If I kind of bend down or maybe turn the wrong way, it just hurts.
Yeah.
But
John, you're sitting over there pretty quiet. What do you got?
I don't know.
What do you feel? What do you feel when? Let me ask. Can you feel it when your body needs to be adjusted?
Yeah, like a little bit of pain here and there, and I don't know. I just kind of feel weird, like.
It doesn't feel right.
Yeah,
right?
Because we're used to getting adjusted like every other week or something.
Yeah, and so when it's time to get adjusted, do you go like, oh mom, come on, do I have to go, or are you like, oh yeah, we get to go in and get adjusted today?
For me, sometimes it's one or the other.
Yeah. Sometimes it's not the greatest fun, is it?
No.
But when things are moving well, how is it then? Then it's not so bad, right?
No, it's not bad.
Yeah. In fact, afterwards, how do you feel after you get adjusted? How's that feel?
Better.
Yeah? So what does it allow you to do? I mean...
Well, Well, after I get adjusted, when I bend down, it doesn't really hurt.
It doesn't bother you, right?
Yeah, and I can just kind of be more active after. I can do a lot more stuff without feeling pain.
Yeah. So you can move better? How about running?
Well, yeah, probably running, because when you run, you move about everything.
Yeah.
So
it's easier to do stuff, right?
After you get adjusted, it's easier to do almost everything.
Except score A's on the test in school. But that might even be different too, because if you're not uncomfortable when you're sitting taking a test, would it influence the way that you can concentrate?
Yeah.
You ever think about that? Huh. That's interesting, isn't it? What would you say to other kids out there who have never been to a chiropractor before? What would you say to them?
Well.
You don't know?
No.
No. Would you start with saying hi?
Probably.
Okay, so after you say hi, then what would you say?
Well.
And they ask you, say, what's it like? They ask you and say, what's it like? Why do you go to a chiropractor? What's it like? What would you tell the other kids? Maybe in school, or maybe some kids you meet somewhere.
I think I'd tell them that if you have any pain in somewhere on your body, it would actually feel really good after you get adjusted, because it feels good that before you feel a lot of pain, but after it's like, oh, that pain's just washed away. It's like it
lets go. Yeah. Have you guys ever played Jenga?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so when you start taking pieces out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is the tower more stable or less stable?
Less stable.
Okay. So now, is it better in your body to be more stable or less stable?
More stable.
Right. And so for that point, if there is some type of a malposition or a turning of the bone structure, and it doesn't get addressed, and you start running around and playing, on the trampoline or whatever, when there's, Jenga pieces are missing, are you more likely to get hurt or less likely to get hurt?
More likely.
Yeah. And so isn't that interesting that even though people don't know about structural chiropractic here, it's a good thing to get checked to see how the Jenga pieces are lined up, so that it's not Leaning Tower of Pisa and it's predisposed to huge injury or getting hurt.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
No.
Besides why in the heck you're wearing shorts in, the middle of March in Minnesota? No, I'm kidding. Because you guys are Minnesotans, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it warm or cold outside? Pretty warm, yeah. Even though it's only low 40s or whatever. So pretty cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you guys want to talk about?
No.
Not really? Hey, well, it's time for you guys to get adjusted, and I think Dr. Catherine's going to take care of that for you guys today. So once again, thanks for taking the time to kind of share your story. We appreciate you guys as patients, and we look forward to future of your lives to be fully functional and fully, operational. How's that sound?
Good.
Yeah, right on. Thanks, guys.
Yep.